I no longer text men that I meet online as a way to get to know them. I used to do that quite a bit, and here are the downsides. There are many men who have just texted me when they were at work. They like the attention and validation I gave them. They like talking to me because I can be really fun and interesting, as all of you can, as we all can, okay? Nothing special about me, but they were enjoying the conversation without having to commit because they were interested in another woman, or they weren't interested in dating, or they were in a relationship, or maybe they lived far away and they were unavailable, but the texting was all that was good for them. For me, it was painful in the end because I like these guys, and I texted them because I wanted their attention. I wanted to date them, and I was okay with the crumbs they threw me, and texting is just crumbs in my opinion. If it's someone I have never met yet, someone I have not yet gone on a date with, or just gone on one date with, if they are more interested in texting, they're not asking me out, they're not asking for a video call. Now I am just validation supply. I'm just a validation supply. And I do not want to be validation supply, and I don't want to be pussy supply. Pussy supply, they will want your number and get to know you. Here, let's exchange numbers. Let's get to know each other off the app. I am looking for men who want a relationship. Maybe not with me, but they want to get to know me and maybe have a relationship with me. They're not coming all needy, wanting to get their dicks wet or wanting to get validation while they're at work. So this is why I stopped texting guys. The texter guys wanted attention validation. Not all guys just want to slide it in. Some of them already have someone to slide it in, but they want all these women to give them attention validation or banter with them while they're at work and have nothing to do. And also with the texting, I'm constantly on my phone like, what has he sent me? When is he going to text me again? I get into this needy place with these guys. And in order to not be in this needy place, I learned in January with this young man I was dating that we didn't text at all. We just saw each other on dates. And I'm fine with that. I don't need attention from a guy all the time. If I know we have a date set up, I'm good, even if it's 5 days away. Especially if this guy is a guy who keeps his word. So a man interested in a relationship will want to see you. He will want to see your face, either in a video call or on a date. If a guy is not asking to see your face or showing his face, in my opinion, 99% of the time, he is disinterested, unavailable, or in a relationship, and nothing will ever come of it. The only exception, I think, would be if the woman is the one saying, the guy has asked for the video call or the date, and the woman has said, I'm still broken from our last relationship. I want to get to know you first. I'm not that comfortable. And then they'll acquiesce to make you comfortable because they're interested in you. They might have read your profile and been like, oh my God, this is the woman this is going to be the mother of my children. This is going to be my next wife. They often will see that right off the bat. I'm going to make her my wife. They might not always know it. Sometimes they know it. But for sure, they will never be satisfied with just texting. Because they want to be around you. If he doesn't want to be around you, why are you investing time in him and texting? Now, I watch videos by some men giving other men advice, and some really younger guys. Like I've been watching Jordan Green, super great 21-year-old kid, great videos. He did NoFap, and now he's in a relationship. He's a YouTuber, and he and other men will often say, never invest more in a woman than a woman invests in you. He made a great video about how he was simping. He was always simping. He was a 21-year-old virgin, and he had to learn to get confidence. And when you have confidence, you feel like, I'm going to add to your life, and I want people going to add to my life, rather than just taking these little crumbs. I'm going to show my face, and I want someone to show their face. So investing more in someone, I feel like texting I'm investing in someone when I'm talking to them or texting them. I'm investing in them. So I want to know if you're worth investing in. Have you shown up? Have you taken me on a date? Have you met me somewhere? I'm not talking about spending money. I have a date scheduled tomorrow. I have 2 dates scheduled. One is for an appetizer and a beverage, and the other is for watching the sunset at the beach. And I accept those dates. I don't need a guy to spend a lot of money on me, but I want to see his time and his attention, his presence. So that's what I'm screening for now, and texting doesn't give me any of that. I know there are women and men who text each other over long distances, but I think most of those times, those never turn into relationships. You're just texting someone who has nothing better to do. So I like him. And also, I find it hot when a man pursues me and has intention and purpose. I want to know he's attracted to me. And in return, I reciprocate his interest. I don't just sit there like a pillow princess taking in, oh, you're so beautiful and can I take you out? I say, I appreciate your interest in me. You're so attractive. Oh my God, I love the restaurant you picked. You have to give back. Has to be so. I think we're all looking for someone, or we're going to only be okay with people who invest the amount of energy that we feel we deserve. And I do not want to use men by letting them invest more in me. I just use them, and I don't want to invest more in them and be taken advantage of. So I'm looking for people who want to invest at my level. And right now, my level of investing is, let's have a video call, let's go on a date. That's it. I don't even have marriage in my profile. I have relationship, and that's what I'm interested in right now. I have never been in a relationship since my divorce. I have not. Like, do I even want one? I don't even fucking know if I want one. Honestly, I told my friend the other day, I'm going to be dating. I don't even know what to do with the man. Okay, I know how to fuck a guy. I know how to have dinner with a guy. I know how to have good conversations with guys. But having him spend the night, it's been years since I had a guy spend the night. Or going running with him, or meeting my kids or his kids, like, has never happened. I have never introduced a guy to my kids since my divorce. Never. I haven't met anybody's kids. Like, this is all new territory. Do I even want that? What would I even do with the guy? Like, what would I add to his life? What would he add to my life? Like, what good would it be? I don't know. So I want to discover some things. I'm not going to discover any of that through texting. And furthermore, I also want to say that texting is the worst way to communicate. If you're upset or arguing or trying to repair something, texting is the worst. I know when I read text, I skim. So many people read my text, they skim them. They skim. People skim texts. They don't really listen well. But when you're talking, they will get your emotion and your presence, and that is very helpful too. I use texting to, in my personal life, just to like send someone an interesting video I saw, ask when they might want to get together in person, or some of my girlfriends to schedule a phone call, or to, say, when are you going to be here? Like logistical things. I use texting for logistical things. I do not use texting to argue with people or to get to know people. And, I had a couple of video calls with gentlemen. Then two of them started texting me. By the way, none of them care that I'm an escort or a porn model. They think I'm open, interesting. They love my smile. Because I ask them questions. Like, I get interested in them. And they like that. And I don't judge them when they throw out things like, hey, I'm 60 and I have a 7-year-old. Like, oh yeah, I mean, that's great. I don't judge them like, oh my God, I can't date you. Like, I'm just accepting and loving what comes my way. And men like that. But anyway, I'm not saying that everyone would be okay with me being an escort. But for those people who kept saying who would want to date you, it's like a lot of people would want to date me. Not anymore, any less than anybody else. But the one gentleman texted me good night the next day, and I was thinking, we had a video call. You've never asked me on a date. I know because you have 2 jobs and you have kids and all, you have a lot going on, but I'm not going to start texting good morning and good night to some guy that has never asked me on a date, because I've been there, done that, okay? That leads to nothing. And also then I had a gentleman 2 days after the video call text me, how was your day? And I'm thinking, we've never gone on a date. It's too early to be texting about my day. So I messaged him and I said, I appreciate you asking about my day and wanting to feel connected. I'm so looking forward to seeing you for the dinner date we planned on Sunday. So that led into a whole nother discussion. Then we did start texting and we decided we weren't going to date because he got his feelings hurt somehow because I wasn't like all gung-ho knowing I was going to date him. But I'm like, well, he's attractive and interesting enough that I will go to dinner with him, but that's all I know. You know, it wasn't until the third time of seeing my husband in class, my ex-husband, that I knew I wanted to date him. So I'm okay with letting things develop because every time I'm like, this guy is so hot, this is the guy for me, I get needy and it goes nowhere, you know? Because I don't get to find out if they're the right guy for me, or maybe because I like them so much right away, it turns them off. So I'm not doing that anymore. I did a total reset in myself internally, or a big reset. And now I just want to discover, well, he wasn't okay with that because he thinks I'm so beautiful and gorgeous. And when I told him, you know, I go with like dinner with interesting, attractive men, I should have probably said, I find you interesting and attractive and I look forward to dinner. But I also let him know I wasn't interested in dating. His feelings were hurt. And so he was like, well, I have a lot of beautiful, attractive women who want to go out with me. So if you don't feel that way, then, you know, I'm not really sure I want to have dinner with you. And then he threw in this interesting little tidbit. It's like, I don't mind that you're an escort and a porn model. Not all men would be okay with that. So I said, you mean the fact that you don't mind my profession, that does not increase your appeal to me. The fact that you don't mind that I'm an escort does not make you appealing. It was a turnoff, actually. But I'm learning things, you know. I would have been better if I would have acted a little bit more excited, but I wasn't more excited. And he lives all the way in Irvine, which is Orange County, which is at least 30 minutes away or even more with traffic. But anyway, I think that those things went really well because we just mutually decided it wasn't a good fit, that nobody was ghosting or anything. And that's what I'm also committed to this time. I'm not ghosting anyone, and that's what a lot of these guys who are just texting, if they're just texter boys, they can just ghost you because you're just another texting object. They don't care. You're replaceable. So I'm looking for people who treat me like a person. I treat them like a person. And texting does not... I mean, hey, I'm a modern woman and I text, okay? I text with my clients for appointments, but texting is not a way to build, for me, to get to know you, to decide if I want to invest in you, and to build a relationship. I even had a gentleman the other day say he didn't want to do a video call. He prefers a phone call, which is the old-fashioned way. And my hairstylist said he's probably married. Or no, she said he's probably doesn't look like his pictures. His pictures are probably old. He's gained a bunch of weight. He's a lot older, and he doesn't want to show his face. But he probably wants to talk to me on the phone. Listen, I'm not going to invest. I've done the phone call thing. I've tried it with guys. And it's great for them because they don't have to get dressed up. They don't have to go out. They can just sit at home and be entertained by me. And I'm very entertaining. I can be very entertaining. When I talk, I'm really entertaining. I'm like this, you know, talking to them. And I ask them questions. I get interested. I'm like, well, I don't mind giving you free entertainment, but I can't say I'll talk to you if you pay me because then I'll get kicked off the site. But I had some blocks in my way of wanting a relationship, and now I don't have those blocks, and so I'm requiring more of myself and I'm requiring more of the men. And that's why I will not text with someone that I'm getting to know. My son and his girlfriend never texted. They saw each other at school and they had dates. There was no need to text. And now they FaceTime. They FaceTime when on days they're not together, they FaceTime. So texting is it's a low investment strategy, in my opinion. But hey, you know, when I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't mind sending like sexy texts or how are you and like bantering with the guy I know. I'm saying texting with people that I just met on the dating app or had one date with. I'm not going to start texting good morning and good night and how was your day and getting to know each other. No. If you want to get to know me, you get your pretty little ass and your pretty little face in front of my pretty little ass and my pretty little face, and let's have dinner. Let's go to the beach. Let's go running. Let's do something together in person and you can get to know me. Otherwise, I'm not really interested. I have to go. I have work. Thanks for watching my video.